is Natural Fitness Lifestyle. Today, I want to talk about what is natural exercise? What does that mean? Well, for me, it has always meant working with the capabilities, the natural capabilities of your own body, taking into consideration your own individual needs when selecting the exercises or and the activities you want to do. Not everyone has to work out the same. Not everyone has to do the same things. I walk into a gym, or maybe I don't want to work out in the gym. Maybe I want to take a walk outside. Maybe I want to dance. Exercise should be for the person's taste, right? But but the fundamentals of exercise is movement. The fundamental, moving correctly with the body that you have, being able to move with balance, being able to maintain a good gait, not slouch over, being able to have coordination while shifting your weight from one leg to the other. Very fundamentals of fitness that you should always have as your goals. So if you say want to get stronger, so you have to look at what are the weaknesses in your body. Maybe you have weak arms, but maybe you have stronger legs. So this way you put more attention into the weaker parts. Say your weaker arms and you train. My arms used to be weak. Yeah, look at them now. Look at that. My arms are no longer weak. Would you believe that at one time I had weak, flabby legs? No longer. Once I started working out, my legs they lasted a lifetime. This is why you have to work out according to what you feel is best for your body. The lower scale. Work out, do what's best for your body. If your knees hurt when you're doing squats, try a stationary lunge where you can have support of your rear leg. You know, if you want a good obliques, well, don't do the same exercises. If a plank doesn't feel comfortable, switch to something else, like a bird dog exercise. I can show you all these wonderful exercises in another video, because Rome was not built in a day, and variety is the spice of our lives. My spice is different from your spice. And so let's spice it up when you work out. Do the exercise that gives you joy. I love doing abdominals. I look forward to it. Of course, some of the reps, sometimes I hesitate, but then I think in my mind, what are the wonderful places that I could do, that I could be at? I could be in my garage, but I could think of being in the beach, in a sunny beach, doing my abs, and it motivates me. Critter bones, all right. So I'm talking about what is natural fitness. It's about doing the exercises that you're most comfortable with not just physically but mentally. Not everybody, when I started working out, everybody wanted to do heavy barbell curls, and it did not matter if they were cheating. But I prefer dumbbell curls because you can focus on one arm at a time, and you know that both arms don't have the same strength. So as I did my dumbbell curls, I was able to reposition my arm, work on all areas of my biceps. and my biceps developed. They developed a shape that lasted me a lifetime. But what about if I would have just followed the lead, followed everyone else and just did barbell curls? I may have not shaped my arms like this. Something to think about, you know? Something to think about. You know, that everyone is born, you know, certain way, and you read up, you know, you could pick up a magazine. Hey, look, I was in the supermarket and I seen a magazine, and there was a guy back in his 50s. He had, he had a full head of hair. He didn't have a bald spot, and he didn't have gray hair. And I was saying, oh man, wouldn't it be cool to look like that? Oh, I'm sorry. I pray for you, and you know that tears my heart because I'm gonna tell you, when mine passed away, I miss him every day. You know, my my wallpaper is of my dog that passed away, and I think he had this drive in him, and when I I feel that drive in him, I cry, and you know I dream every night of him because when this is just terrible, you know. Yeah, I really feel for you because it's someone irreplaceable, it really is. You know. I'm sorry. No, that's no. It's deep in your heart, and it's someone close to you. It means the world. Everyone should understand that. A crown? What do you mean a crown? Sorry, I don't understand. Oh, your teeth will make worthy arrowheads grow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I gotta get. Listen, I Wednesday I'm going to see what I can do as far as being able to make changes, you know, in my life and getting teeth are one of the changes that I would like to make in my life right now. Hey there, guy. How you doing? Number one. Hey, good. You know, I really appreciate all my viewers because they bring life into my existence, more life and more, you know, just being able to talk to somebody. I'm out here in the country, and in the country it gets lonely. It really does, you know. Oh, games? No, no, I don't. You know, I play when I see I'm out here in the country and I take a walk in the woods, and I just pretend I'm in some. I pretend I, s- I pretend they're like crazy, but you may think I pretend they're like I see like big, you know. I just play around with my fantasy, and so some things I don't know what you could call that, but you do that when you're a kid. You know, you go to you you just pretend a lot. I still do that. Those are the type of games that I play. You know, it's tr- I still like it. You know, who's there? Yeah, who's there? You know, I don't know how to ride a bike, but that's another change I want to make. I want to learn how to ride a bike this summer. I really do, so I could get around more. Maybe get an electrical bike, but you know, there are a lot of big wheeler trucks, and country roads are narrow. I don't want to be riding my bike and just get squashed up and they get like consumed. I don't want to run into any of those big tractor trailer trucks. Jeez. Everybody has to be kind to each other. You know what? I went to the store today and the guy said, listen, let me pass your credit card, press your card. The next thing I know, like I had less than what I started out with. I didn't feel too kind, let me tell you. But I explained, I tried to be nice, and then he sort of like changed, and I didn't, you know, I didn't lose anything, put it that way. All because I was chose to be nice. But sometimes I choose to be nice and it doesn't pay off. So I know, but at least you try. At least you try, and at least you're like calm enough to think of something else. Because if you're like upset, you may pass up an idea, a brilliant idea that you never would have thought about it if you were just consumed with being upset at somebody. It's just something to consider, you know. I just hope everyone's kind to each other because we can help each other out, and we can help each other out by just sharing our personalities, sharing our thoughts or ideas, or maybe playing a game together. Why not? Right? What's wrong with that? You know. Well, I want to leave you with that thought, and I just wish everyone the best. And thank you, thank you.